shaka. Hey, how you doing? Coach Phill here. Why will people seek out your coaching consulting services? Why is this even important? Because knowing this will help you to make sure that your marketing, your messaging is all aligned, because you understand why people will seek out your coaching consulting services. Number one, they seek out because they're looking for a direct, quick, easy way to implement stuff. Okay, they know that if they come to a coach or a consultant who has got subject matter, rather than them going to look for the information, they will look for somebody who has got a way to help them to implement whatever it is they need to implement to get a certain result. Okay, so I have that as number one, direct, quick way of implementation. Number two, people seek you out because they're looking for a sounding board. Okay, they have ideas, they have things they want to talk about, they have a goal, a desire in life, and they have certain things that they think could work, but they're not sure, so they need a sounding board. That's why they're going to seek out your services to help them out. Next, validation. Okay, leadership consulting, where doesn't need to validate their idea, doesn't need to validate their decisions. And your great was created the kind of environment where you speak environment, but relation, somebody feels like they worked with you at a much deeper level, they would like to validate some of the stuff. Next, the reason people seek out is because of certainty. Okay, for lack of certainty, they're not certain, so they need to speak to somebody to kind of get that to say the right path. Therefore, let me go. And by the way, sometimes that is why I always say one of the most important things you ever do as a coach, consultant, speaker is find out the values of the person you're going to speak with. You don't have to go and say, oh, tell me your values. No, by interacting with them, by asking questions, by finding out their why, it will tell you more about their values. Therefore, it will be easier for you to be able to help them out, influence, and most importantly, help them to be congruent with decision making. Point number 6, overwhelmed with life. Okay, people will seek you out because they're overwhelmed, because they're looking for somebody to kind of take the burden off a little bit. Okay, they're looking for some kind of clarity, and we all go through that. Okay, once in a while I will be overwhelmed and I'll call up one of my coaches, or I'll call up one of my friends, or I'll go to the mastermind, because I know that in doing that I will be able to kind of lift a little bit of the burden, because there are people who have solutions all the time, every time. You as a coach, speaker, consultant, that is one of the things you bring to the table. That's why they seek you out. Next, some people will look you out because they want somebody else to share the burden. There's a difference. Lift it off, overwhelm, and sharing it with that person. There are countless nights where as a consultant, I would be in the office up to midnight with the owner of the with the owner of the business, because we're figuring it out, we're carrying it together, we're working hard together to make sure that we get to the goal. Sometimes I'll be on the phone up to 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the night, because what? We are sharing the burden. And you as a coach consultant, you have to be able to put yourself in that position. That is when, if you want to compete with the big boys, the McKinseys of this world, you got to go that extra mile where you give something that those guys cannot give. Number 8, shiny object syndrome. Sometimes there's so much going on, they don't know what to do, they don't know which system to go for, they don't know what system, what method, what tool, and there's so much going on, and they just need somebody to say, shh, we're going to go for this, get out of the destruction, this is what is going to work. Okay, that is what I do for most of my consultants, especially those who want to build a 10K, 15, 20K business, by getting them out of the shiny object syndrome, by picking the simple things that work. What are the 5 steps? Get great attention. Okay, turn that attention into leads, get those leads nurtured and create relationships. After you do that, make offers. After you make amazing offers, get them on a call and close and serve with excellence. 5 things. That's all that matters. Okay, and my job is to just keep people in that line. You'll be surprised how they want to veer off and do all kinds of things. I say, no, let us keep to these 5, because those are the ones that actually build businesses long term. Number 8, that was number 8. Number 9, they're always looking for path of least resistance. Okay, why? It's a natural thing. If I can find a way to do it easier, if I can find a way to find a to get to the promised land quicker, easier, yes. And sometimes they will expect you as a coach consultant to be able to do that for them. Okay, number 10, they don't want to just be the ones who are blamed. It is interesting that some leaders will actually call in a consultant and if you're not great at smelling the BS, i.e. bullshit, you might find yourself jumping on a project, and the owner clearly knows, or the leader clearly knows it's going to fail. And they just want to be able to say, yeah, we consulted with this firm or with this guy and he failed. So yes, be aware that some of them just want to be able to blame somebody else. Next, someone to listen to their BS. That's it. Sometimes as a coach consultant, you just sit and listen and listen and listen and listen. And once in a while, one of the greatest things you'll ever learn is in the listening. In there, you'll be able to pick out the beautiful nuggets of where the real challenges are. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. All you got to do is listen. There's a reason why we have 2 and 1, so that we talk less and we listen more. And sometimes you're paid to just listen. I've got a client right now, okay? We finished business a long time ago, okay? She went on to do her stuff. She's doing amazing. She's built a company. It's great, okay? But once in a while, she'll just call because she knows that coach will listen to me. And that's all I do, okay? Why? Sometimes the world is so noisy. Sometimes the world is so distracted that people just need somebody to listen to them. As simple as that, okay? And next, number 12. People are always looking for somebody who's got a process, somebody who they can brainstorm on something that is going to take them to the next level. Okay, what process do you have? Does it work? Has it worked elsewhere? Can we implement the same here? And most importantly, if we can refine it together, then we can get a better result going forward together. Number 13, they're looking for inspiration. They just want to be inspired. And yes, I did that quite well in my life. That is why I was the busiest, the most highly paid consultant in my niche of culture change for such a long time that I got to a stage where I was not marketing at all. I was not putting anything out because word of mouth was working for me, because everybody knew that, you know what, that guy is going to inspire your team to go to the next level. Number 14, people want to validate their ideas. That's simple. You just got to think about it. They want to validate. When they talk to you and you tell them it's a go, then they're good to go. And then finally, number 15, they want to share their successes. They want to celebrate with somebody. They want to be in a position to say, you know what, we did it with so-and-so. There's nothing as beautiful as seeing that celebration and sharing it with them. But also, most importantly, to have somebody who's not part of the organization and not part of their family to give them a pat on the back to say you did very well. And that alone is $1 million worth idea for you as a coach, consultant, speaker, trainer. Now, there you go. 15 reasons, 15 points why people seek your coaching consulting services. Your job is to package them, put your secret sauce on them, make them so good. Most importantly, get your clients results sooner rather than later. And then everything else will fall in place. And then both me and you will know that we're making our difference in the world. And most importantly, we have the audacity to live life on our terms. Until next time, watch out for the next video. Give me a thumbs up when you can. Most importantly, keep living your purpose, and I'll see you soon. Peace.